Well, hello and welcome back to the Pichoniere Valley. We are in the middle of a harvest. The advanced damage mod has remembered that the harvester had not even cooled down. That's really good. That means we can crack straight on with getting the harvest done. We need the money from this harvest to be able to get the forage wagon in order to pick up the grass over the other side and put it into the pits. So that's what we're focused on today. I've obviously run out of money, so I can't even use worker, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll be harvesting the rest of this. Hopefully shouldn't take too long. It's not a big expanse. I'll just crack on with getting the bits all around here. But things are going really, really well, actually. We've got quite a lot of mustard in. We do have a little bit that we dumped on the floor in a different factory. That could do with picking up, although I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. Yeah, we don't even have a bucket or anything like that, so it's going to be a bit difficult. Might have to invest in a wheelbarrow and a shovel. That's possible. But we should have enough at least to finish the contract in what we've got in the rest of the field. So we'll get the rest of this headland up here, which the worker has conveniently left for us. Then we'll move over to the other side of the field and carry on there. But yeah, something is using our money. Now I think it was the helper, and it was the fact that we had helpers buy fuel on, which I think was the majority of it, but also there was something else taking our money as well. Now it's just ticked over 11 o'clock and we haven't gone super negative, so it could just be that it was the worker and the fuel that was costing us the money. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that in the future. I have now turned off workers buy fuel, but obviously we still have to pay for workers, which is understandable. I think while we're here, we'll pick up the header trailer, bring it down the other end of the field. It makes more sense to do that than try and get the header back onto it there anyway, because it's a huge slope. Right, so let's reverse this up. We can then attach it. Look at the state of the harvester. Attach the cable, and we'll head back down this way. And then once we've got a full load, we'll have to come and get the trailer with the tractor. I really, really love this advanced damage mod. I think it's absolutely incredible, and we haven't even sort of scratch the surface of it yet, even the warming up the engine part of it, and it's just brilliant. I'm very much looking forward to trying more parts of it out. Okay, now let's detach the trailer. There we are. We have pulled the pin and removed the electrics, not necessarily in that order. So I'm going to go around the headland, I think, and then we'll get the rest of it done too. This is exciting. Right, then just a tiny little bit of the field to finish off. It'll all fit in the harvester. We do have a full trailer, so we'll be taking that down to the small snack kiosk that wants all of our mustard seed. I imagine that we will still get a decent amount for leftover grain, but like I said, there's still more that we could pick up with a wheelbarrow if we wanted to, but I can't afford a wheelbarrow at the minute because we have no money. It would be a good idea for us to inspect the vehicles at the very least between each month, I should say. But first of all, we definitely need to get in the silage. I've left it out in the field now at the minute, which is not ideal. The one thing I've noticed actually is that the punctured tyre mod has not remembered that we had a punctured wheel on the harvester. So when you close and reload the game, the punctures disappear. Which, I'm going to be honest, at this early stage is quite ideal, but not overly realistic, I'm afraid. So sorry about that, but yeah, it's definitely welcome at this early stage, but if I had a puncture on my car, I came in and had a sleep and then went out again, I wouldn't have expected it to fix itself, but you never know. Right, that is the mustard crop harvested, so we will head down here and put the header onto the trailer, and then we'll leave this parked up, engine off, while we go and sort the first trailer load off. And we'll need to take the rest of it down as well. Okay, can we get this lined up? Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? But we'll have to take the hoses off there. Maybe I'm not close enough. Yep, there we go. And then nope. There we go. That's great news. Okay, now this can be turned off, and we'll go and deliver this first load of grain. I think I left this running, which was a bad move, but at least it'll be warmed up anyway. Okay, so we'll go up here and we'll use the rough track to get there. It wasn't that rough in the end after all. Put our flashy beacon lights on and head over to the kiosk. Here we are. The gate is still open. Ah, that's a bit of an issue. Right, we'll have to take a bit of a wider swing out for that one then. Not too close to this drainage ditch, but close enough. And just inside the gate there. Lovely. Right, I'm hoping that this is going to take us to... Oh no, this won't take us to 100% completed. Oh, it might do. Will it? No, it said 43% transported before, so it will take us to 86% transported, won't it? And then the last of it, we'll have to either get off the floor in there, Yeah, or 88% transported. So yeah, the rest of what's in the harvester will take us up to 100%. And then once we've made some money by turning off the contract, by completing the contract, be able to afford a wheelbarrow to get the rest of it, but I'm not sure how much is on the floor there. Just have to wait and see. Anyway, I'll go back, empty the harvester, and then head back over here, and I'll see you then. And here we go then, the last 3,618 litres has been taken out the harvester. Tight squeeze in here. Excuse me everybody, I'm delivering the mustard for your hot dogs. Okay, so I am almost certain this will take us up to 100% and beyond. Yep, contract finished. Wow, look at that. So instantly 5,405 pounds from the harvest income. Don't know what to do about that stuff on the floor in there. How much are we looking at? Yeah, it's all down here and behind here. That's the trouble, because I tried to tip it into there, but I don't know how much it will be. It looks like quite a lot. Oh, there you go. Oh, mustard. Moisture, 9%. Quality, 100%. That doesn't really help me. Yeah, I think we will come back with a wheelbarrow. We can always just sell it at the kiosk here. But yeah, right now we'll get this taken back to the farm. I could get a worker rowing up our grass. That's possible. Could get a worker rowing up the grass. Maybe I'll put the class on a worker. Shouldn't cost that much money now that I've taken off by fuel. But who knows? It might do. We are going to have to rent, I think, the forage wagon, unless there's anything in the sale. Just have a quick look. No, don't know what that is. ADS? Ah, advanced damage system. Ah, so we can check on all of our... We can check on all of our things in here. So we've got service intervals. And they've got their values on there as well. Anyway, no, there was nothing in the... in there. So, yeah, option 1 is I rent a forage harvester. Option 2 is I bale it, move it into the pit, and then cut the bales open. I could do that. Or option 3 is I row it up, bale it, and then rent a wrapper. I'm not sure what's going to be cheaper out of a wrapper or a forage wagon. We've got, looks like quite a good amount of grass there. Quite a few bales, I think. And the wrapper, obviously we'd have to buy wrap with it as well. Right, let's just put this in here. Turn those flashy lights off now. Okay, I'm going to park this undercover, turn it off. So, I'll need to shoot down the store in that thing to pick up the wheelbarrow, put it in the back. But first of all, let's bring the harvester back over here. This would be a nice grass field to have at some point, and then the bridge over to the other grass field there. If I'm going to have cows, I'm going to do it properly. Silage is a good way to feed them. But we would need a decent amount of straw as well. Make sure their health is all good. At the moment I don't have any straw, although straw is a lot cheaper to buy than hay or silage, so we could look at buying straw possibly, at least maybe a few bales. That is definitely a possibility. Right, I've got to be keeping this thing clean. So let's head over here and get the jet wash out. Gonna hit that wall? No, we're good. But yeah, definitely need to jet wash it. How do I pick the lance up? Sell brick shed? No. Take lance. Must be in the right place. Right, let's get this cleaned off then. Can't be that dirty. Yep, there we go. That's cleaning up very nicely. There we go. And the header itself. And we will do an inspection, I think, of the vehicle. There we go. Turn lance. Right, hold R to start inspection. You can hear the tools working away. Oh, the radiator is heavily clogged and the air intake duct is heavily clogged. Right, so I have a tool for this. No, that's a grease gun. There, that's an air blower. Clean radiator and intake. Right, where is the radiator in the intake? And is it going to be... Oh, there's the intake. The radiator must be on top. I don't know how to get on top there. Aha! Oh, that's the intake there. No, that's the airbox. Not sure what that is. Okay. Has that cleaned it? Cleared it? Do another visual inspection. Yes, all okay. Fantastic. Right, I'll get down from here carefully. Up and up. There we go. Right. If we keep it all clean and dry like that, shouldn't have too much of a problem. Hopefully. Right, okay. That's that jumped out, and we want to disconnect and disconnect. And then we can park this one in here. Oh no, doesn't fold that away. That's a shame. There we go. Whew. Okay, so let's get a worker on doing the windrowing. We'll put them in the class tractor. I think we'll have to warm it up first. Yep. So what I'll do is I'll take off the front loader because I don't want it in the way. Put the front loader back in undercover here. And there we go. And in the meantime, that has now warmed up. And we can get the windrower fully attached. We are good to go. Should be easier to get this through than it was the mowers. Yeah, I don't know what to do yet. What do we think? Do I get a bale wrapper and wrap them up? Do I get a forage wagon and do it all in the pit? I mean, they can go in the pit anyway, even if they're bales. But oh no, I can't get a worker on this, can I? Because yeah, I can't get a worker on this because it doesn't classify it as a field. Okay, well, we'll just have to do it ourselves then. That's absolutely fine. This class tractor is able to handle this absolutely brilliantly, no problem at all. So we'll go all around the edges to start with, and then we'll go up and down, putting it into a swath. And once it's all swathed up, we'll make a decision on what to do. But yeah, we do still need to go and get that wheelbarrow and sort out that lump. I don't want to complete the contract until we've sorted out that load of grain, just in case it the grain disappears. So you probably want to actually go do that sooner rather than later. Well, I'll have to do it before we go for renting anything, I think, because we won't have the money otherwise. But yeah, let's get all this road up first. That'll be nice. There we go. It's all rowed up, and that looks like a fair amount of grass to me. It's like a very good amount of grass. So yes, it does take a little while. I've got slow fold and unfold mod on. I think it's probably more realistic. Oops. Not realistic to crash that and have no damage, but maybe at some point in the future there'll be that sort of damage too. Right then, let's lower this down. I have made the decision to try and buy a bale wrapper. Bale wrapping contracts can be quite lucrative. Now, if we go and get the rest of that grain with a wheelbarrow and complete the contract, we might be able to afford a bale wrapper. Alright, let's warm up the engine on this a little bit first. Just go out and don't need to do anything in my house. Well, I haven't eaten all day. Probably something I need to do. Do you think we could pick up a bale wrapper and bring it back with this thing? Possibly. How much are we looking at for bale wrappers then? Nothing's appeared in the sale. Here we are. Wrappers. Right, so we can get one for 20. Oh dear. They're more than I thought. There is one here for... I think it's... we can get it for the front loader. So... there you go then. So, yeah, we're looking at £17,000. There we go. Engine's all warmed up. So let's head down to the store. Get a wheelbarrow. Get over to the storage point. Storage point, you know, the where we dumped that grain accidentally. We'll see if we can get it all cleared up. But yeah, we need to head down first of all to the store to pick up a wheelbarrow. I might be able to bring a... oh, I can't bring that bale wrapper back with this, can I? Because I'll need a front loader to put it on. But that's okay, we can go down with the class tractor and the front loader and get it that way. I don't think we're going to be getting into doing the baling and the wrapping in this episode though. Although it will need to be done in this in-game month. It's the first time ever an in-game month has spanned 3 episodes. Well, apart from the roleplay series where I used to do it in real time almost, so one a week and 1 episode lasted a week. So yeah, we did have some back then, but not now. Not until now, or today. So, we will finish up this episode by claiming the money from the job. I'll go and get the wheelbarrow, and I'll see you over at the factory where we've spilt our grain on the floor. £80 it cost me, not 50. Never mind. £80 well spent, I reckon. Probably coming useful in the future as well. Alright, here we are then. We're up at the... whatever this is. So, we'll just get it unstrapped. And taken off. And then... we'll go and start picking up what we can. I'm hoping I can get to most of it through this area really, and through the wall I suppose. Oh, there you go. There's the first 502 litres. Actually, it's a bigger capacity wheelbarrow than I thought, but that's good. There's the first load. Let's get it round to the little canteen place. Here we go. Don't mind me, just finishing off a contract. Blimey, look at that. That was £800 worth of stuff. Drying charges? Oh, did it pick up some moisture on the ground? Oh no, my elbows are folded in. Oh well. Well, it may well have picked up some moisture then. That's upsetting. Never mind, drying charges weren't that much. Okay. Load number 2. Cone out the way. Is that all of it? It could well be all of it. Let's just pop round the back and just check if there's any through the wall. Can't see any more down there. Can't see any more through the wall. Yep, looks like we've got it all. Fantastic. Right, back round there. Here we are. There's nobody even serving. Last bit then. So, by doing that, we may have spent £80. But we definitely managed to get more than £1,000 back, so it's definitely worth it. Right, I can pick this thing up and run with it now, that'd be a bit quicker. Pop it back in here. Ish. That'll do. Right then, let's finish the contract. Completed contracts. Collect. The mission was collected, which has finished us on £17,157. That is absolutely incredible, because it means we can buy that bale wrapper. Where is it? Here we go. Right, so if we get it with the bale wrap as well. What's the support roller? No, we don't want that. Need that? Don't need that. 3-point and front loader. That's what we want. Granny wrap white. Why not? Buy. Amazing. And hopefully there will be wrapping contracts because they're, yeah, like I say, quite lucrative. Tedding contracts, spraying, rock removal, mowing, hoeing, harvesting. Right, well, I think I'm going to put that mod on that means that I have to use my own equipment to do contract work. I mean, it's easy enough to not do it, but, you know, by accident I could do it at some point. So that leaves us with £157 in the bank account, which is delightful. We'll get our wheelbarrow taken back to the farm, but we're going to leave the episode there for today. It is currently 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to leave it on ×5 because I want it to be as realistic as possible, and I have already done most of this month at ×1, which wasn't very well. You could say that's realistic because that's how fast time is, but you could also say, well, yeah, but on the game you get things done quite a bit quicker than you would in real life as well. So, yeah, an increase in time is, I think, best. So yeah, we're going to go with ×5. I find that's probably the best compromise of timing. But yeah, we'll leave the episode there for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.